Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be taking this iPhone 4 on iOS 5.0.1 16 gig. We're going to be converting it back to its original white color. Plugging the iPhone into iTunes, it actually shows up as a white iPhone 4, so we're going to be taking the screen and back and changing those back to white so it is what it's originally supposed to be, a white iPhone 4. And you can see here, this is the end result. Now the screen I used was actually a genuine Apple display with a new piece of glass installed, so it was a refurbished display. Along with that display, you're going to be needing the back housing, home button, and dock connector. Now you can see here at the top, it actually has a black headphone jack, whereas this other iPhone 4 I have has a white headphone jack, and it's actually a black phone. So we're going to be swapping out the housings on these two phones. So we have the white headphone jack with the white screen and home button and back. And then putting that phone into this housing that we see here now. So it's quite an involved process. It's not very hard, but it just takes a lot of time, and there's a lot of parts you got to take out and transfer across. Now, obviously, because I'm doing two phones, it's obviously more for me, but if you're just doing the one, it's not too bad at all. So I'll start off by taking the phone completely apart. So for this phone, I'm just going to be taking out the logic board and then swapping that into a different housing once I put the new screen on that housing. Now, the reason I'm doing that, like I said, is because of the headphone jack. It's actually easier for me just to swap those across and change the headphone jack to a white one. And also, that other iPhone is actually a black phone, so it has the wrong colored headphone jack in it. So it's just easier for me to swap those across and then have all the correct parts in both of my iPhone 4s. I honestly think the iPhone 4 is one of the easiest iPhones to work on. Now, it is a little bit of a pain trying to change the display, but for things like the logic board, changing speakers and things like that, it's very easy and simple to do. There isn't very many screws holding down that logic board either compared to newer iPhones, so with a couple of screws the whole entire board comes out. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat the exact same process as I did on the first iPhone with this second iPhone, and go ahead and remove the logic board. Once I've done that, I can go ahead and also remove the display and home button and swap those over. Now what I won't show on camera is putting the black display that's currently on this iPhone back onto the one we just took apart for this logic board here, because this is a black iPhone, which will be the exact same process as what I'm doing here, but obviously it will be for a black iPhone. This iPhone here is actually on iOS 6.1.3 and is the iPhone 4 with the disturbed call sound and just sound in general. It's very distorted and extremely loud. So it's a very interesting phone. There's something seriously wrong with the audio chip in the device, but I find it unique, and it's kind of funny to have as a bit of a prop or just something to mess around with when you just want to hear distorted sounds. So once I've gone ahead and done that, I can go ahead and take off the black display and also the home button, and then we can go ahead and put the new screen on. So I'm just going to give it a quick clean up here just around the edges, remove any dust and dirt that are stuck in between the display and the main frame. So pulling up the home button here, we can go ahead and install the white home button to match the white display, and everything should look stock and normal. So go ahead and plug that into the dock connector and get that all seated down correctly. Next, we can go ahead and install our refurbished Apple display there. You can see on the cable. So this was actually part of the parts collection video, which will be coming up next week. So if you were following me on Instagram, you'd know all about that. Basically, I got a massive lot of new and used parts, as well as some phones in that. So very exciting video, which will be coming out next week, so stay tuned for that. So that's where I got this screen. It was all sealed and brand new, so ready to go onto this iPhone 4. Now, the iPhone 4 screens, cheap ones, are notorious for having terrible viewing angles and discoloration. So I wanted something of high quality to be going back onto this iPhone. So a refurbed one, which is basically an original LCD with a new piece of glass on it, was perfect for what I wanted this iPhone to look as mint and as stock as possible. So after that, we can go ahead and put everything back together in the phone, turn it on, make sure the screen functions and everything is good to go. Then I can go ahead and take the battery out and actually properly install all of the screws back into the iPhone, as well as install the camera, brackets, and everything else. A quick warning for anyone doing an iPhone 4 or 4S repair, especially to the screen. When you go ahead and put the logic board back into the device, make sure you don't clip the logic board on the display cable. This can cause the backlight little wire to come disattached, and then you'll have no backlight and effectively ruin your display. As well as when you're actually installing the screen, there is a cable which runs through the mid frame of the device, so you want to make sure and be very careful, make sure none of that actually catches on the mid frame, so when you screw it all down it doesn't pinch the cable and end up ripping it, and then you end up with a broken display. So just keep that in mind if you are doing an iPhone 4 or 4S repair. After this, we can go ahead and install the back plate right there, and go ahead and install a tempered glass screen protector on it. So this is it, the iPhone 4 on iOS 5.0.1 16 gig, now back in its original white color. This iPhone has SSH blobs for iOS 4, 5, 6, and 7, which makes it one of the best iPhone 4s I currently own. It's currently running 5.0.1 because I have two iPhone 4s running iOS 4 and I don't need a third one. And this is my iOS 5 iPhone 4, which completes my collection of iPhone 4s from iOS 4 all the way through to iOS 7. I have multiple on each versions of iOS. So all the repairs were successful, and the iOS 6 iPhone 4 is also being put back together. And on that note, this has been a Hugh Jeffries video. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button and consider checking out the iPhone playlist for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you follow my social media, link will be in the description. That's all for this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.